Why are there... Okay, so... I might kill my stream here momentarily, but my computer says there's 2 instances of OBS running, and I'm going to try and kill the second one. So, if the stream dies, it didn't... Something was weird. Am I still here? Y'all still see me? That might have been the source of the lag. There were 2 instances of OBS open, and I don't know where the other one was. Alright, looks like we're still alive. I killed the process, and looks like we're still alive. You're good? Sweet. Alright, let's play the Conscript deck some. Let's close out with that. Alright, so this is the Bloodwild Conscript aggro deck here. This is one of my favorite aggressive decks right now. It's got a lot of play to it. It doesn't quite have... It's slightly less aggressive, but slightly more interactive than the Redlings deck is. We're playing 4 cheap shots, 4 Strangles, and 4 Hero Falls in the main deck, and we have Commander Prompt as one of our payoff cards here. We're also playing Mad Protogenesis, the Mad Rabber, as I like to refer to it as, and a few other things that are fun payoff cards. We're playing Takahiro as our champion, so 3 charges, sacrifice a troop, gain 3 life, and draw a card. Our opponent is playing McBombus here with the sweet animated Phoenix sleeve here. You can buy those in the shop right now. And for 3 charges, McBombus summons a Bumblebot if you played an action that turn. Yeah, I do too. The fact that this is an aggressive deck that just gets to play, like, arguably the 3 best pieces of removal in the format makes it very good. Unfortunately, we cannot Strangle because we don't have double blood here. I'm going to go ahead and attack with this. If he wants to trade Cheap Shot plus Lackey for this, I'm okay with that. Does not want to trade. That's fine. This Cheap Shot's going to kill a Bumblebot, which is also okay with us. How do I feel about the current state of blood? I've heard other players state it felt stronger. There is always a best shard in every format. Last season, Wild and Ruby were vying for it all season, and they were light years ahead of the other 3 shards. This season, Blood is the best shard, and I don't disagree that Blood is the best shard, but that's fine. And as someone who's, you know, played Constructed before, I understand how things work. That was hot. So our opponent had a gem in here that lets this make Dreadlings, and they use the Dreadlings to mobilize a Consult the Talons. Alright, so we got a Blood Bearer here off our Conscript on the cheap shot, so I'll play my second Blood. I can go ahead and play my Blood Bearer, attack with my Lackey. And by other streamers, you mean Noxious, who's very good for the game, and I'm glad to have him streaming. But, you know, take things he says with a grain of salt, especially competitively related. He gets a little bit salty sometimes, and he knows that, so. But just a good reminder to, you know. Go ahead and play the Sharpshooter out here. Sharpshooter, Conscript's a 1-cost troop. Ooh, a Naive Lackey. So this is a 0-1 that when it dies, it draws a card. So our next Takahiro activation will likely be putting that into play. Maybe, like, having all the quality removal that Sapphire has is a pretty big deal. Or that Blood has is a pretty big deal. I don't want to double block here. So this scrounged into a 5/5. Good combo with the Dreadlings, too. And then when this dies, it creates a Blam Sack. And the Blam Sack will deal damage to me at the end of each one of my opponent's turns. So I probably don't want to kill that just yet. I'm going to go Draka Outcast into Naive Lackey here, I think. I think I'm going to go ahead and attack with these two. Yeah, that seems fine. I should have waited to play these, I guess. If he wants to block either of these, I can Strangle this. Deal combat damage, sure. And then if he wants to attack into this Draka, I can strangle this and then block it. I don't know. The fact that Strangle is usable as a combat trick is pretty huge. Like, 2 Rock Casts don't kill a Rot Paw gang, 2 Strangles do. Like, the fact that these basically stack up is pretty amazing. Cremate, my poor little blood bearer. Yep. Any more? God, what a... Could you imagine, like, what a savage blowout it would be there if we just, like, had... had a cheap shot? Soul of Battle? Holy crap. Oh, come on. So Phoenix, this is the new animated card. It costs 2 less to play for every action you've played in a turn. So he played a bunch of actions, so he got to play these Phoenixes for free. And this is going to die end of turn. And then the Blam Sack's going to come out, which will deal 3 to us. Man, that's rough. Have to deal damage to them. So that way the Blam Sack dies. I think I'm just passing with this Hero Fall up here. Declan really likes oranges. The biggest problem with the Phoenixes are never just come one at a time, ever. Never in their lives has anyone ever had just one Phoenix in their hand. There's always 2, 3, or 4 of them. Just every single time. So they've got 2 Valors in their hand right now. I'm gonna Hero Fall this. And that means, unfortunately, next turn they're gonna be able to bring one of those Phoenixes back to play, because they're going to be able to put 2 more actions in their crypt. And they've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 actions in their crypt. Love to draw a resource so we can enchant power. Nope. I think we're just dead here. We'd go block, block. Yeah, just dead. I guess Blood's Favor voids their crypt, right? That's probably okay. Gets rid of the Phoenixes and gains some life. They have Dreadlings too. Sure. Let's try a couple of Blood's Favor. They could draw some cards too if we're not interested in voiding their crypt. It's like the Might Singer rule, right? When do they have multiple Phoenixes? When it's anyone other than you? When is there only 1 Phoenix? Whenever it's your turn? What matchups are the Crackling Torment for? Largely the Horrors of War deck, because their deck actually isn't that action dense. So I want to make sure this is hitting more often than not. Yeah, it's exactly for the Horrors of War deck. Chew what's in your mouth, fat boy, before putting more in. Seems fine. It's not exciting, but it's fine. Need a second blood, I guess. It's possible I should lead on the coin so I could sharpshooter on 2 guaranteed. Yeah, look at that. Gamble paid off. So we went to play we played the 1-drop on 1, so that way we could hit a shard here, maximize our lucky basically, and then play this sharpshooter on 2. I think I'm fine to offer this trade. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. They have Lasgars in their deck, so if they want to take their troops off the table, that's fine, I think. And again, I should offer these trades technically before playing out my troop, but it really doesn't affect the decision, I don't think. You're not wrong. We did maximize our chance to get lucky. And like this next turn, I can play this coin, strangle this, and then... Serious question, do you ever get your TCGs mixed up? You ever go to a paper and hope your top deck your hero fall down? Can't say that I have. Although when I did go play like Pokemon and stuff, I was definitely like really paranoid of like grabbing the wrong deck box out of my bag. So Puppy's gonna choke that one out. Let's go ahead and crack them for 2, 3 here. I don't think I want to hit my champion power just yet, so let's just pass for a turn cycle here. Would like to draw a shard next turn so we can go Progenitus into Cheap Shot your guy, Conscript a Dreadling, sack the Dreadling to Takahiro. Dude, there's oranges right here. That's unfortunate. Okay, you're done. Guess who's getting evicted? Things that are not okay. Throwing oranges on the floor. Indigo Trickster. Okay. Alright, there's the shard I was asking for. Play the Mad Rabber out here. Play the shard. Cheap shot this. This says whenever an underworld troop enters our hand, it creates a Dreadling. I'm gonna go ahead and attack for 2 here. And then sack the Dreadling to Takahiro to draw a card. Gain some life. Did I just eat said floor orange? Yeah, man, there's a 5-second rule. Come on now. Get with the program. This one's never been on the floor. Oh, he's both made Valor. So this guy makes another 1/1 when he comes into play, and the 1/1's got a random gem on it. Ew, that's gross. So now he gets to go Shard. Oh, you know, it's days like today that make me really glad that we're queuing Unlimited this season. We are just getting smoked, lit up, and put in the pipe, and just like. Never won Phoenix. Never won Phoenix. Bet you can't play just one. Okay, playing against Redlings here. This hand's not good enough on the draw. If we were on the play, I'd consider keeping this just like Sharpshooter into Sharpshooter 1-drop guaranteed. But on the draw, we need to be interactive and casting our cards consistently. This hand's much better. I'm going to lead on Blood here, so we can strangle on 2 and just kind of go up the curve, killing their idiots. If we were on the play, I'd probably lead on the Lackey, but I think we need to be defensive here on the draw. Alright, let's cheap shot that nerd. Let's get it out of here. And then this guy will block the Death Seeker profitably, which is nice. Hey, hitting a resource there is fantastic, so we get to go Depth Crawler, Eager Lackey here. Infinite Tricks. Yeah, Midnight Paladin. Life Drain, lose 2, gain 2, sure. Next turn we have a plethora of options available to us. The Mad Rabber, Strangle, Hero Fall, etc. Kill my guy, make the other one not block. Seems strong. We're gonna go ahead and play this, and then we're going to play this card and hope to God that we don't just get Lasgar's Vengeance next turn. I have to stop reading the hex forums. I just need to like turn them off and like only go on there and post when I have some content piece to share. The people that post on these boards are so miserable. Block there. This is like 10 out of 10 eating a cremate, but that's like fine, I think. Or we're just trying to trigger a Lasgar's Vengeance. Just trying to trigger a Lasgar's Vengeance. Okay, so what are we doing here? I'm doing this, and then I think I'm doing this to conscript something. Ooh, Fentio. And then we'll go ahead and attack with these 2. And then I'm going to sack this to my champion power to gain some life and draw a card, I think. I'm not extending out more because that attack last turn definitely read Lasgar's Vengeance. Okay. Strangle the one that can attack this turn. I'm gonna go ahead and play this other Mad Progenitus out here. Go ahead and conscript from it to make some dreadlings here. What are the... Someone do the math on that one for me if you got some time. This conscript's a random 3-cost underworld troop. How many underworlds are there at 3 cost? You probably pull it up on TCG browser. Can't be that many, right? Was this worth Lasgar's Vengeance to get? Fire Smoke, sure. Do you not have the... They not have it? I guess they might not have it, right? Would love to draw a non-slow shard so we can Hero Fall plus in here this turn. Oh. Hero Fall that one. 100% we just saw it happen. There's 55. So 55 equals 1 over 55 to the second. And this calculator doesn't round. Eh. So we're... Man, that's a really small chance of happening. Yeah. Yeah, this card, the average quality of this conscript seems pretty high. Alright, there's the Lasgar's Vengeance that we knew was coming at some point. Well, we found a use for the first Fentio. Blood Wild Fentio equal best Fentio. You're not wrong. It's a pretty good top deck. For multiple reasons here. Trade here. So we go to 1 here. We're going to go ahead and activate this. Put some Tarantula Eggs in my opponent's deck. Sacrifice this. Gain 3 life and draw a card. You're very loud, Declan. We can all hear you. Gonna play this other Fentio out. I'm gonna go ahead and Hero Fall my opponent's thing here, since that's their scariest thing left in their deck. Hope we don't get Lasgar's Vengeance here, or double Cremated out of the game. Cremate plus coins also does it, I suppose. Be able to take a nice cheap shot at this guy. Don't be Motor Trike Driver. Crimson Slayer, sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Draka Outcast. Cheap shot this. Deadeye Ripper. I'm going to go ahead and play Midnight Paladin, so we're less likely to die to burn off the top here. And then pass the turn. All 3 of these together can gang block on this to survive. Rust Bucket Distractor is probably his best draw here, but he's already played 2 of those, right? Yeah. Dread Apprentice. That's pretty good. Oh, this is Life Drain, right? Yeah, that's fine. Block like that. Some more Tarantula Eggs into your deck. Decide how you're distributing your 7 here. They don't kill all of my guys. I have a Strangle to kill their guy. Rats, they killed the Midnight Paladin. Smart. Strangle that. Play Commander Prompt. Hit them for 4 here. Commander Prompt gives your exhausted troops +2 power, and he gives your ready troops +2 defense. Alright, up a game against Red Lynx. Haven't won a lot of games in this matchup today. I don't really think I want to board in this matchup. We're kind of pre-boarded for the aggressive matchup with this deck, just like having all of our removal. The only thing I could possibly see doing is like trading some of these commander prompts for the Blood's Favor, but honestly, just like a 3/5 that can block while also randomly swinging games for us is fine, I think. Oh, actually, you know what? There is probably a strong argument for putting the Sacrifice Gem in the Ruiner Hierophants in this matchup. They don't have a lot of cards that allow them to deal with very large troops, and if we put Sacrifice plus the Unblockable Gem in there, it's probably pretty reasonable. This hand seems great, and the opponent mulligan, so 10 out of 10 sign me up. We need another Blood Source in our first couple draws, but especially if we hit Blood Shard on 1 here, we just have to like curve right out with removal. And again, this is what I love about this deck. We have powerful, aggressive draws, and we also have interactive draws. The kids are having a good time in the background. And this, our opponent's not doing anything here, and we're going to have a powerful, aggressive draw. How do you feel one of Fentio in grindy decks? It's fine. It's really good in the Crusader decks. Like, it's a fine enabler. Go ahead and play the Sensei out, which conscripts a 1-drop for us. And then next turn, we can play this Ruiner out, which still has speed and Anthem in it. So when this attacks, all our Underworld troops we control get plus power. Hey, look at that on the scoreboard. Here, the big troops kind of suck, but if I saw you big troops game 1, I'd bring in Deed or Gembor, maybe both. Sure. Yeah, definitely. But, like, the Ruiner Hierophant, especially if you put the can't be blocked by troops with power less than it gem in there, it has the ability to, like, gum up the ground, and then as soon as it's able to attack for lethal, it does so. So, like, you have a really small window where you can't pressure me, and you have to draw your answer. How's it going, Maddie? I see lots of people posting their estimates for my draft videos. Remember, you have until end of night Thursday to get in on that. If you haven't done so already, you should check out my Draft Today contest. Hey, at least they're happy screams, right? This hand's a little medium. I think I'm going to keep it. Opponent is also playing Takahiro, which likely means these cheap shots are going to be worth their weight in gold. If we're truly skilled, these cheap shots will not only be good, but they will also generate a shin hair for us for this Monsegai lily pad. So what would you think the game would have? A negative or positive champions could be changed in reserves. It would add another level to the game, but it would also add a level of complexity that I'm not sure is necessary. Look at that. Never didn't have the shin hair. My opponent told me, welcome to the scrub side with the pimp sleeves. I was like, mine aren't animated. Come on now. So, I think I'm actually going to play this Lillipad out here for a battle hopper, and then go ahead and sack the hopper. I don't really want to just run this Runeer like head first into a strangle here. I think we're playing a we are in fact playing the mirror match. I'm gonna go ahead and jam this Runeer now, while it's guaranteed to get a hit in. There's the Strangle that we talked about playing around last turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this Progenitus out here, which then we can play this Igor Lackey out, which will let this Conscript something, which will make a thing. Oh, geez, that's a Spring Litter Disciple. Huh. Well, I was going to play this out this turn, but Spring Litter Disciple says if a effect or card you control would create a 1-cost thing, create 2 of those instead. So if I wait till next turn to play this Lillipad out, this Spring Little Disciple will make 2 Battle Hoopers. Ha ha ha. No blocks here because this is lethal. And then we're actually going to get to double cheap shot that, right? I think I'm gonna rather just do this turn. It'll double these conscripts as well. Yes, you're right. Definitely will. Yeah, no joke. We almost had these in the deck. Man, he's pushing a lot of damage here. But we're just gonna commander prompt him out of the game next turn. I guess he could have a hero fall here. Hopefully he plays a card. Just an attack with 1. That's good and conservative. I like it. Oh, right. Wow, that's great. This made this go to... God, this card might actually be playable in this deck, just as, like, a card that we could actually play. No joke. It just, like, this made the cheap shot trigger twice, then this made this trigger twice. Just like, everyone was so triggered! There's someone on Instagram somewhere out there that just went like this. Just, like, shaking sideways here. 10 out of 10, block the lethal guy, that's scary. Okay, so we're gonna play this out here. And we'll grab that. Play out this commander prompt. So they are super dead here. Main deck instead of prompt. I don't know, maybe a split? I could see a split being okay. No! He didn't let me. I would have gotten to cheap shot which would double for 4, and then cheap shot double for 4, and then we'd attack with a bunch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just don't board in the mirror. Pretty sure I just don't board. Pretty sure we just clicked the save button. So this was the deck configuration I was getting to post-board against every aggressive matchup. So I just decided to make it the main deck so we were pre-boarded for the aggressive matchups. So the main problem with playing more with stuff like Spring-Loader Disciple is Spring-Loader Disciple is a pretty individually weak card, and it doesn't make an immediate impact on the board. The nice thing about Commander Prompt is you can often have games where you just like play Commander Prompt and then kill them in the same game. This hand's pretty good if we had a second blood, just get to like curve out killing their stuff. We wanted to change gems. I actually don't think we want to change gems in this matchup. I'm not 100% on that, though. We're going to have a short window to draw another blood. Draka Outcast got out of control really quick. Hopefully he's got a sharpshooter here on 2 so we can spend our cheap shot on it. Yes, the gems change every odd-numbered set. The cards rotate every even-numbered set. Alright, let's draw blood here so we could just, like, be a mono removal deck. That's unfortunate. Play our Shadowtail Rider out here. Can become unblockable till any turn. The Biker Bunny, if you would. Yeah, that's true. Like, Xenobite wasn't good enough. Very similar. No blocks. Alright, let's move on to the next one here. 10 out of 10 about to get run over. I think that keep was fine on the draw. Sometimes you miss. How many shards are we at? We're at 24 or 25. I forget. Pretty sure. I think we're at 25. I just double check though. This one's a little loose. I wouldn't fault you for bringing in a single Prowler, but I don't think it's particularly good. Yeah, so the deck started out with, like, War Callers and being a more mid-range deck, and then I quickly realized that just wasn't where I wanted to be in life. Let's do this. My children are literally running in circles, just screeching, so, you know, apologize for some of the clipping I'm sure that's happening behind me. Yep, doubling Dreadlings is not irrelevant, but it's still not an immediate impact pretty much, so it seems kind of loose. I'm gonna go ahead and sack this and see what we get here. Eager Lackey, sign me up. Attack for 3. This cheap shot's gonna pay dividends at some point here. Probably right now. My opponent likely has a Runeer or something next turn. Ooh, and we got a Naive Lackey to play out. Deal. Whenever your cheap shot makes either Lackey, both these Lackeys are great. These are just like, just the best little rabbit buds. Sacrificial rabbits, if you would. Draka down, sure. We're probably going to spend a Hero Fall on their Draka here in a second, so... 10 out of 10, happy to draw a card with this. Mad Rabber, okay. Play that. I think I want to wait until I can... I think I want to wait until I can activate this in the same turn. So that way I can guaranteed get a, get some value out of it if they kill it. There's their Mad Rabber. My opponent could probably stand to be bluffing a little bit more. Like, if they attack in with this before they attack with that, I probably don't block. Of course, maybe they wanted to block by 1-drop here. Yeah, actually, you're right, Steel Veal Twitch, by the way. It only doubles it if you create exactly 1. I think... Yeah, I think we're just gonna do this. Jacob Jeffrey! Hero Fall, definitely pushed. Definitely push. Yep. We're gonna play one more match here, and then we're gonna call it a day. We've been going for... Oh, wow, we've been going for 4 hours already. Are you kids gonna behave for one more match? Jake gave me this look like I might. Jake was, in fact, literally body slamming Declan. But I mean, like, Declan body slams Jake on the regular, too, so, like... Fair's fair, I guess. Puda! He's playing Madam Ann. Target troop you control gains Death Cry, summon a Phantom. This hand seems fine. Not exciting, but fine. It's got 2 pieces of spot removal in it. They've got Doom Traveler on 1 here. There's the Spirit Bounce by. When this dies, transform it into a Phantom and then put it back into play. Never didn't have my Mad Progenitus here. Of course not. This takes 3 charges to do, right? Yeah. Hideous Conversion. He said he's trying to port his Immortal deck, which is Hideous Conversion, so... You know, maybe. Emperor's Lackey, sure. 10 out of 10 would love to strangle a Lackey. Again, this is going to be one of our kill your things draw and eventually stick one of our must answer threats and then kill you with it. I'm gonna go ahead and just strangle this, I think. It's gonna deal a lot of damage otherwise. Take our 1 here, keep our life total high. We're gonna play the Mad Rabber next turn. Grievengeist, okay. Man, our cheap shots are looking good. Play this out for a Wild Threshold. I guess I could play this and then sack the Conscripted troop, but that seems worse than just getting my 1/4 out against their 1/1s. Do you reckon Harvest of Sorrows would work in a Dreadling deck? Seems like a missed opportunity. So, the thing about a card like Harvest of Sorrows in a Dreadling deck, in general, a card like that's going to be what we would call a win more card, which is like, this is a card that's only going to be good in situations where you're already ahead anyway. So, like, if you're playing a card when you're already ahead, it's like, why did we bother playing it? Degree of Banishing sucks. I wonder if he's a Crusader deck. Feels like it might be a Crusader deck. Draka Outcast is a good pickup, so we can play that into Sharpshooter, into the Conscripted Troop. Hopefully we get a lackey of some sort. Tactician. Yeah, I don't feel bad sacking that. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Tactician here. I think I'm just going to eat it now. I don't want him to do something weird like Misery. Although I guess he could reasonably have a Withering Gaze. I could punish us for doing this. 2/3 blocks the 1/1s reasonably. His Immortal deck is a Crusader deck. Okay, that makes sense. As a tempo play on turn 3 could be solid. So, drawing cards is not a tempo play unless I'm thinking of a card that you're not talking about. Card Harvest of Sorrow. Harvest of Sorrow is one that draws cards, right? Yeah, that's not a tempo card. Cards that generate tempo are things that put your opponent off on resources, generally speaking. For reference. Play Commander Prompt here. I'm not attacking with the Sharpshooter because I don't want them to be able to trade these two for this. It'll only get +1/+1, so it'll be a 4/2 if this attacks. And like if your plan is like how many cards on average are you drawing with a Harvest of Sorrow on turn 3 or turn 4? Like not that many, so just play Underworld Crusader because it's a 3-cost card that draws cards as well. It is cute that these going to the crypt makes this larger. I like that interaction. It is very adorable. Want to buy cheapest of shots. Would also buy a Runir Hierophant here. That just like swings for infinite. This card gives all of our Underworld troops +1 power and lethal. It's like smash for a ton here. Can hero fall this. Sack this. Gain 3 life, draw a card. Just go ahead and get rid of all these. People say that every season because they get obnoxious playing games on the ladder. The ladder rewards you for playing decks that can win games quickly. That's just the facts. It's just how it works. I'm gonna cut a Commander Prompt and bring in a Chomp. He showed me Decree of Banishing. Doesn't seem completely unreasonable. I don't think I ever want to run the risk of drawing 2 Chomps, but like drawing the first Chomp to free something from a Decree is probably fine. If he shows us a constant other than Decree of Banishing in the second game, if there's a third game, we'll bring in an additional Chomp, but just hedging and bringing in one seems fine. I'd like to thank everyone for taking time out of their day to spend some time here watching Hex with us. We've had, 150, 200 people all afternoon. I really appreciate that. This is going to be my last match of the day, so we're going to play 1 to 2 more games here. And remember, if you're looking for more of my content after this, you can check out my YouTube channel, which is linked in the stream information below. In addition to all of my stream archives on there, you can... In addition to all of my stream archives on there, I also have some original YouTube content, such as my Draft Today videos on there that you could check out. And I run a contest every week where you can win a free draft set from those Draft Today videos. On consideration and chomps, it gets hit by more things, but it's harder to enable and doesn't gain life. Yeah, you could definitely... There are definitely cards that are, like, close in effect. The double wild threshold on Chomp also isn't nothing. Like, we don't have any double wild cards other than Chompasaur, so it might even be right just to, like, split them, honestly, and, like, get a feel for which one's better on average in the games that you're playing. Pretty easy mulligan here. Not enough, not enough wilds. This hand's reasonable. Would like a 1-drop, but can't always have that. Their deck has a lot of 1-drops in it, too. Seems like cheap shot is insane in this matchup. It's possible I want a couple of miseries on the board of this deck still. We can definitely make triple blood. Rob Gob with the 100-point cheer. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Cheers, donations, subs. Those are the best ways you can support my content. So thank you. And also just watching. I appreciate everyone just being here, taking some time out of your day. Deathseeker looks so good in green. So we've got Strangle and Hero Fall here, so we really want to hit a blood threshold next turn. Ooh, playing Wicked Web Spawn as well here. Hey, look at that. So we hit what we were looking for here. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Deathseeker out, I think. And then we're gonna wait to strangle this next turn. I don't want to strangle it pre-combat because then that'll give my opponent scrounge fodder for the Wicked Web Spawn easily. The severed heads have arrived, armies of Mordor, with the severed head cheers. Thank you for all of the Kappa. Kappa in the cup. Kappa dappa ding dong in the cup. Opponents in the tank here. Oh, they missed a resource drop again, didn't they? How many shards they're running? This is just good advice in general. However many shards you think your deck should be running, add 2 to that number and play some coins. Like, if you think your deck should be running 23 shards, play 25 and 3 coins. That's just good, solid deck building advice here. I'm going to go ahead and block here, offer this trade, and then when he sacks something to this to revert it back into a 4/4, we'll strangle it in response. When I say shards, I mean resources. That includes coins. I get my terminology there is bad. My terminology there is poor for understanding. I agree. Deathseeker, sure. That's actually decent. We can make a 0/1 and then sack it to draw a card here. Rub gob with the spikes on top of the heads. Rain the spikes on the severed heads. Make them rain. Alright, so we need to dodge Hero Fall here. If he has Hero Fall for the Mad Rabber, like has Shard, we're going to be in trouble. But other than that, we'll be okay. So a 20 shard deck, you'd advise 22 shards where 3 of those shards are coins. Yes, that's exactly correct. So if you think your deck wants 20 shards, you should play at least 22. I don't think there's any decks in Hex really that want that few resources though. They'd have to be something extreme like the Urgnok deck I was playing in Immortal. I think most of the decks in Hex want more shards than less. Like, even this deck I'm playing right now curves out at 4, and I think we're playing 25. Let's double check. We're playing 24 or 25. I'm going to play the Mad Progenitus here. Play this, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit this, which will create 2 Dreadlings since we have Deathseeker here. And we'll crack with these. That seems fine. I can't I can't tell if you're... I can't tell if you're being... I'm blanking on the word. Intentionally obtuse potato donut. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping you're just like... Don't take it to the literal extreme. Oh, my mad rabber. This is why we conscripted you so soon. We're taking 5 here. They're taking a lot on the crackback, though. We're only 1 resource away from being able to activate our champ power again, which is nice. Okay, good. I was hoping that was the case. Infinitrix? Gemborn Prowler. That's cute. I think I'm hero falling this nerd, honestly. Are you playing defense here? I feel like we're on defense, right? If we're on defense, I should just, like, play out some more crap. Facetious. Yeah, there you go. And then next turn, we can, like, jam this Druner Hierophant and smashy smashy. We play Skyrim again sometime soon? Yeah, probably. Probably. I've been meaning to do more Skyrim. Probably this week. It's only Tuesday. Chompasaur, that's not doing anything. So, technically a hero fall up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I get to attack with this, we're going to swing with the fence. Swing for the fences. Okay, so what happens if I attack with everything here? If I attack with everything, these turn into 5s, and he could block here, and then take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go to 3, and then he'd have 4, 5, 6 on the backswing, so he'd need 1 point of speed. So I think I'd like to attack like this, and if he's willing to trade here, I'm okay with that. I guess I could also just attack like this. I think this is probably the conservative attack. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Just like apply some pressure. He can trade with any of these if he wants. You're not wrong, Immortal. You're not wrong. If we had a resource this turn, we would have been in a good spot too, because we would have been able to hit our champ power and play 2 different 3-drops. They'd be, yeah, 4/4s, you're right. I was counting them for each other. Alright, yeah, I think I'm happy with that trade. Does that give him... Yeah, he had Scrounge Fodder in there already, so that's fine. He's 8 now. I feel like he wants to leave this one back at this point, right? That's aggressive. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double here. Wants to spend a removal spell on one of these, like, more power to you. That's a reason to be defensive there. Coins. Man, okay, so let's hit a shard here. Let's hit a shard so we can champ power. That's really unfortunate. I think I'm just like trying to hit him twice here. I think I'm gonna put ourselves dead to a coin. Yeah, I'm gonna put ourselves dead to a coin here. Dead to malevolent machinations as well. Sure, that doesn't really do anything, right? Death Cry, put this into your hand, Rage 1. Things that are not coins for 100. Could strangle the Phantom. Still dead to a coin if we strangle the Phantom. Now we're going to strangle the Phantom. Oh, yeah, you're right. We could. We technically could, yeah. So we weren't dead to machinations there. Not attacking because when this dies, it makes a Phantom and turns into a Phantom. So that'd be bad for us. This can't be blocked by troops with power less than it. Sure. God, that is so... This is so incredibly good for us. Just, like, can't even put into words how incredibly good for us this is. Man, this sucks, though. This is not great for us, but, would love to hit a shard next turn, though, so we can... Although I guess we don't have an extra resource at this point. They get to re-scrounge this and give it Rage 2. Opponent's also only drawn 3 resources this game in, what, 19 cards? 4 resources, I guess they drew a coin, so hopefully this is a shard and they draw a shard. I guess we've only drawn 5 in 17 cards, but we'd actually really like another resource here. Well, 10 out of 10 blocking, because we die otherwise. We have another blocker too. Another Decree, for fuck's sake. Well, we only brought in 1 Chomp. So, we're actually, if he bricks next turn, he's dead, right? So we just get to go ahead and Hero Fall this. Which puts it back in his hand, but, like, now it can't block the Egg Blight Stalker. He goes to 2 here. Put some Spooter eggs in the deck when it deals damage there. Did you brick? That's really frustrating that he just, like, hasn't drawn a single fucking shard this game. Yeah, it's my last match. What do we have today? Oh, that's tonight? Alright, well, let me take 1 here. His attack here is giving us an out. If we rip a Runir Hierophant, he's dead. Oh, and then make this unblockable? Maybe that's fine. That's probably fine. So like I messed this up. Yeah, and then like he'd be dead this next turn. Yeah, good call. Good catch. I messed that up. 10 out of 10 messed that up. It's funny, I almost thought about doing it as a joke, but I forgot it has this extra line, gets the socketed powers of that thing. So, that's actually relevant. What?
Did you know he can catch a ball?
Yeah.
Get that out of your mouth.
My text doesn't want to send. Whatever. Draka Outcast, sure. This might be a little aggressive. Infinite tricks, infinite tricks, infinite tricks, infinite tricks, infinite tricks. Callus Carver. Alright, sure.
Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
This card on Diligence gets +4 and life drain at the start of your next turn. Have to trade here. Infinite tricks. Infinite tricks. Infinite tricks. Infinite tricks.
What's wrong? Go get the ball.
This lets us win the game.
Get the Thomas ball.
And it basically wins us the game, right? We shoot this and then crack them with these two. And then next turn this is a 5. Alright, maybe we're not gonna get punished for our misplay here. They're going down to 1 here, which makes all of our troops lethal.
How about the? I bought you that nice choo-choo train ball.
Man, that Death Seeker's been annoying.
I'm over here. What's in that box? Give me the box.
Nope, it's posing troop. If only. Yeah, Boomsmith would be. Come on! Oh, I guess he drew a 5th shard, so I should be happy about that. His champ power getting on the Death Seeker is actually kind of a combo, right? So then next turn, I can Hero Fall his Death Seeker. Actually, we don't want him to draw a shard now, because he can put the Phantom on the Death Seeker. Man, remember that time we punted? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yep, there's the coin. So that lets him put this power on here, so he'll have 3 Phantoms. So whenever this dies, he gets a Phantom now. Speed Rabbit, Speed Rabbit, Speed Rabbit, Speed Rabbit, Speed Rabbit. Like, even supposed to do that? Yeah, I think I am. I don't think I can let this be. Even a cheap shot would have been good there. Wait, was he dead? No, right? Because I could have. No, if I kill Phantom and swing, that doesn't really do anything, right? Oh, geez, and one of those makes another Phantom when it dies? That's pretty good. Killing the Phantom doesn't kill him. He's at 2.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Take it back upstairs.
Okay. That was only 1 damage. Alright, now this game's over. Alright, let's play the 3rd one on the play, I guess. Man, that's really fucking frustrating. I guess we'll bring in the extra Tromposaur and cut this prompt. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. He's obviously got 4 decrees. Oh, we could have drawn a coin. Oh, I shouldn't have conceded. You're right. We could have drawn a coin. He was just taking so long. I really don't care. My wife wants to go, so I might even just, I don't know. We'll try and play this match, I guess. Didn't you have a lot of outs there? Exactly coins. Exactly coins. He played Crusader at 2 life. Oh! Yeah, dirt, whatever. I'm kind of frustrated and wasn't thinking about my outs. Forgot Crusader was a thing. Hand's great. Look at that! Weird! Weird! There's cheap shots in our deck. That's so strange. That's so strange. What does this card do? Fucking weird. Cenobite's not an individually powerful card, so I don't think so. So we had, like... We'd used a lot of removal spells that game, right? We used, like, 3 Hero Falls and a couple of Strangles already, so... Any control deck. There aren't control decks that see play. There aren't. People don't play control decks right now. That's not something people do. Like I said, the deck is... So, I'm gonna play the Monstagai Lillipad out here, since we drew a blood, and then next turn, I can play this, and then Speed Rabbit into Speed Rabbit. It seems like you want it against grindy decks, but not against blood. I mean, our opponent's not playing a grindy deck. Our opponent's playing, like, an aggressive deck. I wouldn't call what my opponent's playing a grindy deck. They just, like, happen to be grinding this game, that last game. I think the lack of people playing Control is a function of both the format being young and a symptom of how the ladder system works. That's just how games with ladder systems work. It's possible I should have led on Sharpshooter last time too, just so I could like have a bunch of things like this, and then next turn I can Ruinir Hierophant down their throat. I don't think it's a lack of sweepers. I don't think that's strictly the problem. Sure, you have a Crusader. God bless. Attack for as much as we can here. I'm gonna cheap shot this. So if he wants to trade this for this, he has to sack the Crusader to this. Which he might want to. Yeah, sure. Do this real quick. Strangle. Okay, so we've got 4/5 power on board. This will be a 3/3 when this attacks with these. Got a Strangle to clear a blocker out of the way. He's 1 unit in the crypt away from getting the annoying Scrounge of Death Seeker. Missed 1 point of health. Yes, I did. Nah, I don't think I strictly missed 1 point of health there. I would rather play an Eager Lackey if I draw it there. I would every time would rather play an Eager Lackey if I draw it there. Or a Draka. Use your words, Maddie Norton. Deck needs Haunting Cry because Haunting Cry is better than card we are already playing X because, etc., etc., etc. Suggesting cards to add without suggesting cards to remove is kind of not that helpful. Let's put some to 4. We're getting them in coin range and Speed Rabbit range, which is nice. Yeah, one of these chomps should probably be, do we have 3 troops in our crypt? Question 1, 2, 3. Yeah, one of these chomps should probably be a, what were we talking about earlier? That other thing, Paw, as you can. Although this is going to be good. Honestly, does the cost matter at this point? Ashen Waltz or Blood give you enough stall. Vengeance, usually Assault. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of... Man, that's really good for us, actually, because we're going to get to Conscript now. Paw. Yeah, I think we're going to split this. Or honestly, we might even want, like, 2 and 1. This lets us reconscript when we kill this Decree of Banishing. Get a Tactician here. I'm gonna go ahead and sack this Tactician, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait, actually. Let's attack them down to 3. They're gonna trade here. That's fine. So next turn, this is lethal, this has crush. If we draw a resource, let's make it a coin, so they're super dead. Alrighty, well, we ended up getting that one anyways. My wife reminded me that we have dinner plans tonight, so I'm going to take off and take a shower real quick and head out. Remember to check out my draft today videos and check out our sponsors, hexprimal.com. Code Jeff5 will get you 5% off there. And there's a contest for the draft today videos, so definitely check that out. Please give those a watch and win yourself a draft set. I'm gonna get these archives uploading. They'll be up shortly. I'm gonna check and see who is live so we can give them a host. Penta is on. Penta is good, people. Go watch Penta.